that is good as we're going to get. Alright, I'm going to take a few extra moments to be extra prepared. Last minute preparations. There are commercials in this, and I have removed the chat feature. Okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Dixie's in her blanket. She's, well, her little bedding, so she's comfortable. So I hope you all don't mind, but this will prevent me from getting distracted so I can focus. It is a Saturday, and I am not trying to ask too much from my moderator because, oh my God, she is my friend, and she's also someone I'm consistently talking with all the time. And I don't want to get on her nerves. Okay, there we go. Push that back like that. Okay, that's far as I go. Okay. And this can go like that. Okay, there we go. Alright. So I'm going to take that up a little bit. I'm playing around. This is new. My new light. And it's attached so it can swerve around all like that. So yeah, there. I'm trying to get it in a specific direction, if you will. Let me see. That can go up like that and down. Okay. Good enough, good enough, good enough. Alright, use that. We got our water. We have all of our brushes. I don't want to put them on top of napkins, so slide this over. Great. Main brushes that I will be using. My main colors, which reminds me, I am going to do a mix of pencil because I'm going to paint on top of that. Some reason the vinyl, it's not painting on as good as it should. Okay. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Okay, we're going to start with Moana. And I don't want to use, oh, I think I'm going to go with this color. Okay. Because with Moana, let me try something. That does not look as smooth as I want it to be on her face. So I may start with the other doll instead. Hold on one moment. I forgot cotton balls. I also apparently forgot extra Q-tips, which it sounds like me. Okay. Now, I think what is causing all of this extra anxiety is the fact that a lot of the stuff that's showing up in my feed, like Facebook and what have you, a lot of this crazy political stuff, people being kidnapped, disappearing, it's just freaking me out. And so that's just, it's really bothering me. And we're talking about American citizens, you know, and it's not trying to get political on you. I'm just telling you. That's what is interfering with me in my paintwork as a doll artist. Okay. Now I need to go over this in alcohol. Now, if you notice, Moana has a very orangey skin tone. Now, this is alcohol, a very high level. I'm using 70% alcohol, and I'm going over where I applied the acetone to remove acetone residue. Now I'm going to let her set and dry. Okay, girl of the hour here. How can I do this so it doesn't look like I'm upside down? Alright, I'm going to move this over. Oh no, wrong adjustment. What, Dixie, you don't want to share your bed with the Moana? Alright, my camera is thoroughly attached. Okay, so you're getting like a side kind of upside down view. Yeah. Oh, okay, you want to go lay over there and pull this up. Here you go. There you go. Come on. I'm trying to fix your bed back the way it was. Okay, there you go. Okay. I have done this before. Okay. So there's an up close view. Done. Pencil is very quick and easy. Paintwork is definitely a harder skill. That's for sure. So I am doing it this route. Okay, that looks even. Oh my god, I broke out like, what the? Oh my god. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to make sure it's not the lighting. Here, I'll let you take a sneak peek with her. Okay, nothing. I guess it's just the fluorescent ring light. Okay, that's it. Fluorescent ring light, that's all. Okay. But I did put lotion on. And then wiped it off my hands. Okay. Here we go. Alright. Hmm. I just realized I do not have a pencil with a freaking eraser. Seriously? Okay. So I want this here to be light. I'm not going to give her a dark hair color. Okay, okay, that'll wipe it off. Alright, I need a lighter color. Okay, this looks good. And that one doesn't want to work. It's fine, because I'm going to touch it up with paint. So, I'm messing around with pencil to get my eyebrow design before I put on acrylic paint. As you can see, I'm using two different colors with a colored pencil. I prefer paint, but really doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. Of course, I mean, everyone's artistic abilities is different and variant. Okay. Now, is that light too bright? It looks like it is on my... Well, I need it bright, actually. Okay. Remove shininess off the nose. So if your doll has shiny marks, you can use a Q-tip with a little bit of a fingernail polish remover, acetone, your choice. Pick your poison. And it can remove shine marks from your doll. Okay. So I like the shape. I'm good. That gave me my shape I'm working with. And I need to make sure that would be even. So I want this to be very scarce. I just want it to give me a guide. Well, it's going to act like a guide for my acrylic paint. Dixie, all day long you have been hiding, and then when I do this, you want to come on. Girl, you are bad as mama. I see you, sweetie. I promise tonight when we watch Eve on Netflix, I will let you get in my lap. Okay. It looks like I'm starting with this girl, and she needs all the works. I also have a Rapunzel I need to work on as well. So let's see what we can do tonight and get through this. I've turned off comments. This way I'm not distracted in any way whatsoever. So, okay. So these are the pencil. I have Prism Color paint. I mean, not paint, sorry, I'm used to paint. But I got Prism Color colored pencils. And they work pretty good with the vinyl. So it looks like this. Oh, am I showing you that? Yeah, there it is. So yeah, these are Prism colored pencils. As you can see, it works very well. They're highly pigmented and things like that. You can use these on Barbie or anything else. I hardly ever use them on a doll. I am right now because for some reason my paint doesn't want to come on. I forgot to put this in. So, no, I'm not going to use a spray sealer. I am going to use my regular sealer because this, like I said, I'm using as a guideline with my acrylic paints. Okay, so that's how I use pencils to give me a, get my eyebrows set up when my paint doesn't want to cooperate as well with me. Okay, we're gonna have to rearrange these things. Alright. I'm gonna have to raise this up. Awesome. Okay. I'm used to setting in a different way. This one. Okay. Let me zoom. Hold on. Okay. Oof. All right, readjustments. Oh, like that. Okay. And then I'm using Americana. This is my favorite color, sable brown. I mix it with everything. Now I see I need to elevate it back up, and this way you can see me mixing colors. Okay, so for some reason, and this has happened before, but it's been a very long time, my acrylic it's not even wanting to touch or stick onto the vinyl. The brush has paint, but the paint is not even touching the vinyl. This is a problem. This has happened before, and it's when American Girl switched their vinyl and made it more plasticky. This is a newer doll. I'm looking at the bottom of the foot. It's barely touching it. The paint is touching the vinyl, but it's not bonding. That's why I use the color pencil, because this is not something that happens often. So it tells me that the formula on this doll is a little different because the paint is not bonding onto her vinyl, which that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, that went on too thick. And as many of these as I have painted, I know when something is off with the vinyl. See that? It's only doing like a line. And we all know I don't paint like that. So something is definitely wrong with the vinyl. It's not what it used to be. Something's off with the doll's vinyl. It could be too plasticky. It seems more plasticky. Yeah, I can feel that. It's got like a dent in the arm. Okay, let's play with this a little bit. Let's darken it up a little hint. You see that? Only one brush stroke showed up. What is this shit? Okay, something's going on with this vinyl. First I thought it was anxiety, but no, it's not. It's the vinyl. This happened a few years ago. So if they cheapened the vinyl, had they changed the mixture of how they do it? Because it's not, brush strokes are not bonding. See, they're coming out like that. What the hell? Did they send me a dud? Because see, their dolls are done by a machine, like stickers. American Girl dolls are not handcrafted. Okay, that looks good. That works a little bit. It's trying to show up vaguely, like what is going on. Okay, add another color, rose black. What is wrong with this damn air conditioner? Now a hint, a very small hint of black. And look how much of a difference just a little bit makes. Maybe I need to add cleaner onto my brush. Alright, I'm gonna set her over to the side. What is wrong with my air conditioning? Alright, give me one moment. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm messing with my air conditioning settings. Okay, and I'm going to apply cleaner on my brush real quick and see if that will help. Okay. Put this over there. I know my brush is clean, so I know that's not the problem. Something is going on with American Girls Factory because the vinyl. Okay, for example, if I try to paint in Our Generation doll, the paintwork, the hairs are not going to come out fine. It's not going to look as good because I'm dealing with I'm not doing pencils, I'm doing acrylic paint. And sometimes it's a problem. And also, depends on whenever they mix the vinyl, how they mix it, how it's poured, whenever it's poured out, how much petroleum is in that particular mix. Because this is hand painting, this is not a, what poopsie? This is not a heated stamp, like a heated decal that gets bonded and heated on to the doll's vinyl. This is hand painted. Alright. I like this side. I do not like this side. As we know, I went through this once before. Okay, give that a moment to dry a little bit. And this dries very quickly. Yeah, see, the paint is not even touching it. It's not even coming off the brush onto the vinyl. Okay, so to show you example, I run my brush through the paint, and now I'm going to run it over here on the side. See, it makes a fine line. It should be doing that to the vinyl to get very thin hair-like strokes to look like tiny little hairs coming out of the doll's vinyl as if it was real hairs. Pretty similar. It's pretty, yeah, I guess that's how reborn doll artists do. But they use different paints. They use paints that you have to heat to set. So yeah, okay, that looks better. I like that much better. I can see it now. Hello, my little Poughkeepsie. I can't paint with you on my lap, Miss Poopsie, because you're not a little tiny booger anymore. It's going to be a big girl. All right. So now we're going to take a little dot of black paint and watch how much of a difference that little bit makes. So I'm doing different shades, different colors of to look like pieces of eyebrow to look more natural. So, damn, you see, it only did the tip of this. What in the world? This should be giving me, like, giving the illusion of like microblading. That kind of paint work. So, when I'm doing hair strokes for the eyebrow, I like the brush and the paint to glide gently on the vinyl. And I don't like it when you have to almost force it. You don't get the same result. Well, for me as a doll artist, um, it's easier for me to notice that and pick up on that feel of it. Oh, there it went. See that hair stroke? That's how it's supposed to be coming on. See, it's not even doing that up here. I'm purposely trying to do that again, and it's not working. That's a pain in the ass. Let me see. I can work with that. Once everything else is added, I can work with this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Hmm. All right. I can work with that. Great. That was a pain in the ass. Sorry. Excuse my Frenchie, but it was. Seriously. Now, on this area, look how smooth this is going on. with no, it's going on quite smoothly. Nice, beautiful, flowing strokes. Mm-hmm. All right, making sure. All right, y'all can see that. Okay. Now, you notice this side, the brush strokes are not going on as smoothly like the other side. No, they're not even wholly, you can barely, it's barely touching, which means the paint is not really coming off the brush onto the vinyl. Something is off with the doll's vinyl. Something's very off. Okay, that's coming up. That's gonna look good. I'm going to like this. This heifer making me work. I'm like, dang girl. I don't have to work this hard putting mascara on. And I don't even wear false eyelashes. But this doll is she making me struggle. Okay. Also, I am being over dramatic with my eyelashes tonight. Because I want to. And this doll is for me. I'm doing this doll for myself. So, I haven't done a commission. I haven't done commissions in years, actually. It's been a long time since I've done commissions. I'm going to say at least 2 years. All right, so let me see something real quick. So I need to give her a little more darker ones, a little more cluttered up in here. Okay, I need something to drink. I'm having cherry Pepsi tonight. My first soda I ever bought was, I believe it was Cherry Coke or Cherry Pepsi. Oh yes, I'm living for this. Oh, absolutely. Oh yes, this looks good. What is wrong with this damn AC? Okay, cutting you off for a while. Last night that thing was working and it froze me. So now it doesn't. I'm gonna have to contact the office Monday. I'm gonna see if they can replace both of my units because I am not gonna be trying to live up in here in a heater come summer. Okay. Oh my God, that looks good. Okay, girlfriend, let's do your lower lashes. We do your lower lashes. Okay, make it pretty. All right. You like that? Girl, that looks so good. You try to look pretty for your man. I can't help it. It's just what I go when I used to go and get my pedicure and get my nails done and eyebrows waxed and bikini wax, things like that. That's I don't know why they asked me that. And then she turns around, answers the phone, and has no accent whatsoever. It's completely no accent on the phone, and I just feel like, girl, you gotta be kidding me. I remember one time when I was getting my nails done, and the girl who did them before, oh my God, they came out perfect. And when I get a touch up, the fill, um, and the way she did it, it made the nail look like it was coming out and then coming over. And I was like, "You did this one crooked." She said, "No, girl, your finger crooked. It's not the nail. It's your finger." I said, "It wasn't like that when I come in." I said, "What you talking about?" I said, "My nail's not crooked. The way you did it is." Anyway, she got really pissed off about it, and then someone else come over and did it. Anyway, that's why I don't have to deal with that now. I just don't do my nails anymore. Not after the pandemic. All right, let me see that. Oh my God. Okay, I think I like this. So I'm going to turn her around. Here we go. All right, now the coloring looks like that, it's the phone. Definitely the phone. Well, and then too, it's got the big light. Let me hit this. What is this? Oh, what is that? Retouch on? Oh, no, no, no. We don't want no retouch on. Because I'm looking on my computer as well. So, I don't know. Hopefully it'll look better when it's all done. I have to look back and see. Okay, so as it's drying, now you see it's getting darker as it dries, of course. Alright, so now I'm going to go into lashes. I'm going to mix in some more black. So I used only 3 colors, and I came up from these 3 colors. We came up with this color, that color, and this color, and different shades of this. Ended up getting mixed down all in together, so it gives a very 3D effect look on the doll. So it looks like it's different. They're different colors of little realistic hairs, and that's the goal. Um, and you know, if you're someone who's wants to try this out, don't be hard on yourself. Just get it. Just learn how to do it on paper first. Yeah, learn how to draw on paper first, and then play with some paint. And once you're able to really get that established, then I say go with a doll. But you definitely get a cheap doll. But it really depends on what you're willing to spend. I mean, you can get an American Girl doll at a pretty reasonable price on it. Now, you see how this is coming on? Let me zoom in. All right. Now, so I'm doing black. Look. Oops, wait, there's something on the brush. Okay. Now, watch how smooth this goes on top. That's because I've already established paint on top, so it's allowing it to go on easier. Oh my God, look at that. You see that? Those beautiful thin brush strokes. That's how it should have been doing. Look at that from the very beginning. My paintbrush stroke should have been going on just like this when I started. Okay, so now I'm doing different types of black lashes, different types of thickness, layering. So some are longer, some are shorter, some are more wispy toward the end. There we go. And that's how I make my magic. Now, if you are a doll artist and you do your dolls, I'm pretty sure you do differently or similar. My doll, this is tutorial. This is how I do it. So yeah, I'm doing little wispies. I like that. Oh my God, let me take away. Oh my God, yes, I'm living for this. So, there we are. Now you can see how I do that. Normally, this is how, when I'm painting eyebrows and lashes, it goes on. It takes a lot of skill to do this. It's taken me years. If you look at my old videos from when I first started, it is a huge difference in my paint work then and now. And it takes a lot of work to invest in yourself to do that. Mm. Oh, yes, girl. We are giving this doll very whimsy eyelashes. don't know why, but I am. Where do you see her wig? Oh my god. Okay, let me look. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm happy. I can do this. I'm good with that. All right. So let me look at my paint. Okay, let me see how fluid that is. Oh my gosh. Okay, move my Pepsi over. Now I'm going to turn her around this way. And we're going to do the other eye. Now, the goal is not trying to make twins, it's trying to make them like cousins, where they're not identical, but they favor. So there, now you can see how that lashes are done. They're quite dramatic. Okay. Now this is the only kind of drama that I want, and that's on paint. Okay. Then I'm gonna go give this a moment. It's drying quickly. Again, acrylic paint dries very fast, so I'm gonna go in and do shorter ones. But I'm also looking to see if I need to add some little longer wispies. I call these my little wispy lashes. Now, I don't think I've ever done eyelashes like this, so this is different for me. I'm just being more dramatic with my eyelashes tonight. Because if I was a doll, I think I would look dramatic. Quite so. Yeah, I think so. So really, I think I'm just doing a blonde version of myself here. Granted, I've had all hair colors. I've tried all different looks with my own self, my own appearance, or what have you. Alright, so that looks pretty good even so far. Finally. Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm happy. Alright. Oh my God, the eyelashes. Yeah, she looks incredible. I'm having a hard time looking at her from the side. Don't worry, you're gonna look in a few minutes. So her lower lashes, I'm keeping them very neutral, light brown or what have you. Alright, clean the brush. Finally got this heifer painted. Whew. That was a relief. Okay. So I got a little brush cleaner. Moana is still setting. We'll let her set it out for a little bit. I get to her in a moment. I also have Caroline. I got her where her face is showing. I had to pour hot water in her head. So if you get an American Girl doll, and let's say American Girl doll has some funky looking eyes, like got some eye issues going on. You take the head off, pour hot water inside the head, and cover it with a towel. And the hot water will soften the head and reshape it. And then you empty the water out after 10 minutes. No, a good 5 minutes. And then you're able to manually adjust the, now this is how, where's my brush? Oh my God, there it is. That's how many hairs are on my paintbrush. Yeah, I cut most of the hairs off. So my paintbrush, it only has probably 5 hairs on it. And that's what I use to do that does my eyebrows and my eyelashes. And it's trying. It can be quite trying sometimes. Now, I want to give my Moana doll this type of eyebrow, but I am not giving her this type of an eyelash. I don't know. I think she would look good with it. I think she'll look great. She'll look amazing. Absolutely. But we're not doing it. Now, I am going to do a little shading on her with a little bit of this color, my sable brown. And I'm going to wet the end of the Q-tip. So, and I'm going to do more water. Okay, so this is paint. I'm going to do a little bit of shadowing in through here. Okay, wet the other end. Blend, blend, blend. I did this with my Peaches and Cream American Girl. And so to keep it more natural, but also to add some little contouring. Oh yeah. And this side for blending, blending, blending. Okay. And now I'm going over here like this. Now, for me, the trick is to do it without it being noticeable. It will show up in like photography or what have you. But I like to keep it very subtle. And it's kind of like, okay, she looks different, but you can't figure out why and what it is because I'm gently blending and blending. Coming around the nose area. You can see where it's wet. I'm lightly, that's it, blending. Because when this dries, it dries darker. So if you look, you can see it's changing the shape of her nose. And again, this is my American Girl. I'm doing her, she's gonna be my little mini-me. And I actually do this with my own makeup. I use a light brown powder. So there, and this is curved over like that to give her nose a nice little button nose shape, and very gently just blend it because I don't want it to be dramatic where it's going to pop out and you notice it very instantly. Again, subtle. I want to have that subtle because the drama is going to be with her eyelashes, the eyebrows, and then once I finish her makeup look, that's really just going to make everything pop. Okay, so now I'm coming back into my paints. Okay. Okay, wrong brush for that. Oh, there's a good one. Okay. We're going to use this brush. Okay. So I'm keeping it like a shadow effect. I'm not trying to make it prominent. Again, subtle, natural. It's like when you look at the doll, you know something is different, but you don't know what it is. There we go. Thin that out a little bit more. So, there we go. That looks good. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of hint of this darker. I'm coming back in again. Layering. The best way to do this is by layering. It's better to start it off very light and then you work your way. So you start off with a very light shade and then you progress to a slightly darker shade. There we go. Now I'm coming back over here again. And again, this is a slightly darker shade that I've done over with the nostrils. So you'll see it in a few minutes. It takes a minute, so once it dries, you'll see it. This is to give her nose a slightly more narrow effect. So I'm taking that over here. A little bit of that. Mix these in together. I'm going to dilute this up, water it down. So, and one thing so many people don't realize is that when you're dealing with paint, don't worry, because make it lighter. It's going to dry so much darker. And so that's why when people do the shadowing, and then when they finish their doll, it's too much. It's like, oh my god. And it's where they made the contouring paint too dark. Well, it's where it dried. It dried darker, but still. There we go. Give her more of a prominent nostril. Yeah. So see, once this dries, it's going to look darker. And I've seen people use a darker color. And as this dries, it's going to get darker. And when I do it, it looks like she's got soot in the nose. I've seen some people's dolls, it looks like soot inside her nose. Or like she's got boogers or something. And that's not what you want to do. You want to have it really all just diluted like that. That's the secret. There we go. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, and there it is. Now, don't worry. When I take my camera off of the holder and move everything around and show you how she looks face forward, you will see all of these things that I've done. Again, this is going to be my doll in my collection. Okay, time for me to mix colors. We're going to do her lip color and stuff. Okay, I want that. Okay, let's pick a brush here. This one. So I already have the colors I need. Get that all nice and wet. Okay, we're going to need more brown. So this gives us like an antique dusty rose color. I'm trying to decide if this is the color I want. I think it is. Let me put just a little hint more brown. I bet it's like because my camera, not my camera, but my ring light is fluorescent. Okay, so, and again, my color palette this year has been earthy. So I think of like wood bark. See all the different colors, like different shades of wood bark or the dirt ground. So very woodsy, very natural. Those have been my inspirational colors this year. All right, here we go. I'm looking at my camera. Sorry, she looks upside down. I will try to find a way to fix that in the future. Okay. Now that has to dry, and then I have to go over to another layer. Okay. Okay. So now that dries, and while that's drying, I'm going to come in and do the inner part over here. Got it. Okay. Now let her lips show. Let me look at her out in a different lighting. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god, that looks great. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh my god, that's gonna look good. That's gonna look good. Okay. So I'm definitely liking this color. It's different color. It will look, yeah, I'm liking that. All right, so I'm going to take some of this. I'm going to pull it over here. And I'm going to add a little more hint of brown in there. I want to keep this like it is for her lips. I'm doing this here for her nails, for her French mani and pedi. Okay, so you can see the acrylic, it dries very quickly. Okay, so now I'm coming back in with the color I applied first. Now, if you notice on camera, because it's on very zoom, my paintwork comes out very smooth and very factory-like. You don't even see brush strokes. How do I do that? Oh my God, I can't even explain because it takes a lot of work. Now, the color I'm seeing on my screen, her skin tone is not the color that it looks, it's because of the lighting. Her eyebrows are like a walnut brown with, it's like a pecan brown with the outer shell, like highlights. It's like pecan brown, and then you got like darker hairs that look like darker brown. Okay, so now I'm going to come back over on this side and finish doing her nails on this hand. I'm trying to see, can I get a camera? Okay, get her hand on camera. Okay, there. Okay, so this is the base for her French manicure. Oh God, I've been doing this for years. 16, over 16 and not quite 16 and a half. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so now we're going to do her pedicure. And again, this is the base color for that. Okay, now this will dry very fast. And let me see. See the lip color? It's already changing. So with acrylic paint, remember one thing. When you are using acrylic paints and you're repainting, you want to get a medium. You want to be able to liquefy your paints where they're not as thick. This way they can brush on your doll very smoothly without seeing brush strokes. And remember, acrylic paint, when it dries, it gets darker. So it's easier to start out lighter. And again, doing this as long as I have, it's been a very long process with mixing all of these colors. Me mixing all these colors. You know, I've only used 4 colors. That's it. I only have 4 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I have pink. I have the sable brown. I got black. And I have brown. So to create, I've done all of this here with just mixing these 4 colors right here. These are the 4 colors that I have used tonight. Let me see, can we get them all in? There we go. That's it. These are the only colors I've used tonight. And to create this paintwork. So it's all about knowing how to blix. I'm trying to say mix and blend at the same time. My brain combines words. Okay, we're only going to do the sides. There we go. I'm going to leave the very center there a slightly different little color like it is. And I'm going to take a little brown, mix that in here a little bit more. Okay, we're going to juice that up. There we go. There. So what I'm doing with this, I'm going to go around the sides parts of her upper lip. Okay, right in here. There we go. Okay. Give her lip a little slightly different coloring there. Because this is when the American Girl Peaches and Cream dolls come out. This doll is probably going to be the one who's going to be wearing that Peaches and Cream dress from them. Alright, so this has a more brown base. And so it's going to really tone it down. It's going to be very earthy. It's going to be very natural. It's going to be a very pretty color. Also, being a makeup artist, when I was a model and makeup artist with Lancome, thank God I already knew how to do colors, but yeah, it helps. All of that kind of experience helps. Let me see. Let's get her in there so you can get a good look. Keep her face on point for you while I'm cleaning my brush here. I'm cleaning all the colors out of my brush so you can see them popping in. And I'm looking forward to doing her nail. I also have Caroline. And this particular Caroline, she's been in my storage, oh my gosh, a long time. Don't ask me how long because I don't know. I don't know if I got her off eBay. I don't know if someone sent it to me because I do not remember whatsoever. I've had her that long. Okay, so cleaning my brush. See her lips changing color? Yeah. It's my chair making sounds, not me, so just want to put that out there. Alright, I like this color, that looks really good. Okay, let me look at our nails. The nails took well. Awesome. Okay, so now we can do a French tip. Alright, I'm going to take my, elevate this because it's too close to my head and I gotta stand her up. Alright, so for the tips of her nails, I'm using titanium white. It's snow titanium white. And this is Americana, Decor Art Americana. I don't know who bought who out. I think the two companies just came in together and now they make their product as their baby. Okay, so lift that up and alright, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. That'll help. There we go. Okay, what brush are we going to use to do that? This one. Done good. So far, I've only used 3 brushes tonight. Okay. So we're going to take our titanium white and we're going to apply that all on our brush bristles, little hairs. Okay. Now we're going to work on her manicure and just gently go across the tips like that. Come back in, get a little thicker paint. There we go. pull this up out of the way. We go to the other hand. Okay, there we go. Manicure is done. Now, let's get this pedicure. Keep it cute, keep it sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm looking at her with this lighting and I'm loving it. So, if you look in her face, you cannot see how the shadowing that I did to change the look of her nose. It looks cute, it looks natural and button-like. And I also did more definition. Oops, well, that's fine, it'll dry. With the nostrils underneath and around to get the more definition. Little butt nose also made her nose look more narrow, but I did not do it too dark. I just did it like maybe one and two shades darker than her actual skin tone. That way it looks more natural. And it's kind of like, okay, she looks different, but you can't pinpoint what it is. Kind of like a good plastic surgeon. Yeah. All right, clean my brush. Yeah, and this is only 5 paints. 5 colors of paint did all of that. And the white was just for the tips of the manicure and pedicure. All right. And so now I'm going to get ready to use my sealer. Okay. So yeah, this is good to go. It's pretty good. Let me double check it. Make sure I'm happy with the result. I don't know because the eyelashes, which I don't need perfection. It looks good, but something's bugging me because these eyelashes on this side are lower than that one. So, do I have enough black? No, I do not. I'm going to have to go in, which is a little more black. So, if you look, it's more of a space here in between the upper and lower lashes than over here. And I do want to make that look a little more even because as you can tell, the paint on my plate is already pretty much about dry. I mean, this is dry. That's all dry. This is drying up. This is all dry. The little dot's pretty much dry. So it dries like that. It dries fast. But for me, it's like, once you've been doing it this long, it's just second nature. So like with some doll artists, if they use paint pencils, you know, that's their genre. That's what they know how to work with. That's what they're accustomed to. That's what, you know, that's what they know what to do with. So it's kind of like you stick with what you know, go with what you know. For me, acrylic has always been my go-to. It's how I started. So now that I've learned how to maneuver it and to work it, it's more easy. All right, there we go. There. That works. Oh my god, she's gonna be so glam. she's gonna be looking like Jessica Simpson. Okay, not Jessica Simpson now, but Jessica Simpson on YouTube from like some years ago. I had to clarify that. My brother was a Jessica Simpson fan. I think I only got like, I did get her new EP. I love her new EP. It's got 5 or 6 songs. I love that. I cannot tell you one song she sang except for These Boots Are Made for Walking. That was on the Dukes of Howard that came out 2000s, something in 2000s, I don't remember. But I love her new sound. But I think of her because some of her music, some of her videos show up in my feed on YouTube. Okay, I love this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand her up and move my camera over so you all can see this. All right, so, and you're going to see my computer in the background, and that's all right. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh, yes, honey, we can do this. Oh, my. Oh, we can do this, and we did this. Okay, there she is. So now you see the colors, the brush strokes and the eyebrows. Those are the colors. Now you see the eyelashes. I went dramatic on her. You see her lip color is a very, very muted rose. And you can see the shadowing around her nose. It's very natural. Yeah. So now you see the brush strokes for the eyebrows and the eyelashes. And this is why I love my current paint work more than ever before. I love what I do now as a doll artist. So, and my doctors also agree. They think this is very good. It's therapeutic. Just look at her nose. See her button nose? Isn't that cute? The shadowing, it's not overwhelming when I go back. So her nose is not overly done. It's done just right. You know, I think I'm going to put a matte sealer on her lips. I don't think I'm going to keep her lips very shiny. So I am definitely very happy with this look. All right, here we go. We're coming in. We're coming in. There you go. So now you can see her lips. You can see the different colors that are blended with her lips. And then the eyes, the eyebrows, and the eyelashes. I use several different shades to create that 3D dramatic look, to look realistic, like real eyelashes and eyebrows with my painting method. So, yeah, it is not easy, but I love doing it. So it's taken me an hour and 45 minutes basically to do her paint work, to hand paint her and get her face like that. Yeah. So there you go. You could see my computer screen. Cheers. Cherry Pepsi, everyone. Mm. Yeah, so that camera that you see up there, I need a new one that can zoom in and provide you with, oh God, blinds me, why don't I? There we go. Okay, so come over this way. All right, we're going to go up and we're going to go, oops, dang, I moved the whole table. Okay, I'm going to do another napkin. There we go. So, she looks upside down. Sorry. Okay, sealer. I'm doing my high gloss sealer first. Now, when I do this live for my membership holders, they are allowed to comment. I do have it where they comment because that's part of it to give them that experience. Okay, so now we're going to use a different brush. I'm going to use this brush. Okay, make it damp. Alright, we're going to take my sealer, get my brush all soaked up. Okay. And I start with the brows, as always. Now I'm laying my sealer, I'm doing it pretty thick. I am not going to apply sealer on the face. I don't need to. The paint I used to do the shadowing, it's not going to wash off. I've done this with my dolls previously. It stays. I do not need to apply sealer on it. Okay, now I'm moving over to her nails. And we are going to apply sealer. Oh yes. Very nice, thick, high gloss polyurethane. No strong odors. All of my stuff, it's non-toxic, so it's good. I have to stay with what I know. So my way takes longer, or well, depends when I say that, because the more experienced you are, the less time you need, and the quicker you are with it. So that's why I say that. Okay, we're gonna go further up. Mm. But the more experience you get, the better you become and the faster you are. Awesome. Nice high gloss nails. Yeah. All right. So I give this a few minutes to set. This way I can set and bond. While I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to see if my air will work so it can dry faster. And once I'm completely done, I will show you how her finished paintwork looks with the sealer. All right, air conditioner, are you going to work right? Oh, thank God. Now it's coming out cold. Good. Probably needs more Freon. Okay, now I need to do my second sealer. That is also polyurethane, but it is, no, it's not. It's a matte varnish. So my second layer of sealer is a matte varnish. Okay, it is polyurethane sealer. The good thing is it's clear, durable, water-based, non-toxic. That is most important. So the reason why these things are important for me is because these are, when I make over my dolls, these are part of my personal collection. I play with them, I redress them, I do their hair. And so, because I'm not really producing or making like 50 dolls to resell, my dolls have to be where I can enjoy them because I do them for me. This is my hobby. And, but then also when I get ready to get rid of them or downsize my doll collection, and if I sell them, hey, I know that they're safe for kids, they're safe for people of all ages. In case you have asthma, allergies, or anything like that, you don't have to worry about the doll having any kind of nothing toxic, all water based, but 100% waterproof, non yellowing, and it's safe. That's just the most important key. And I don't know, I may have a few of my dolls in my collection I'm willing to get rid of come later, but not right now, no. I know that there was someone with a Blair. I think it was Macari eBay, and her parents had gotten her Blair. She had two Blairs by me, and she picked the one she liked the best, and was trying to sell the other one on eBay for basically the price that was paid, like 300, which is a good deal, fully dressed and everything, hand signed. That was a good doll. I think I want to keep the lips glossy, but then again, Let me see. I have one or two with matte lip color, and I like it. Uh, decisions. Okay, we're gonna give her matte lips. I'm not gonna give her glossy lips. Now, the reason why I apply a high gloss polyurethane varnish, it's just for extra sealer. I am going to leave the inside of her, like her teeth, I am going to leave those glossy. But she's going to have a matte, non-shine lip color. Okay. There we go. Okay, oh good. See, that's already drying. Because the air conditioner's hitting it. Yeah, this is already drying. Awesome. Okay. Alright, I'm going to turn this over to my plate. Lift that up right there. Now I'm going to put her up where the air can hit her and dry her quicker. Oh yeah, that's nice and cool. Very cool. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's, oh, see the lips? They have a matte. They're getting a matte finish. So yeah, I like that. Oh my god, I like that. I'm very happy that I made that last minute decision. Yeah, to do non-glossy. I am going to blush her cheeks. I have both colors of blushing over here with me. Oh my god, I gotta use all these little tubies to protect that. Put them over there. Okay, so you can see it drying. Alright. And I'm coming in, doing little touch-ups with the non-gloss sealer. Okay. Okay. Alright, that will touch the bottom part of her lip. Again, this is a matte sealer, and I'm not going to let her have high gloss lip color. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do Moana in a separate video for sure. And that one is going to start off. That's going to be a membership exclusive live. The live part would be membership exclusive. And then after those in my membership have gotten a chance to enjoy it for 48 hours, I will then make it where the settings are public. But while I'm live, that video will be especially for those in my membership. In all settings with comments and conversation, things like that, they will have that option. They can talk and chat and what have you. Alright, she's not done yet. I'm waiting for this to dry. This side's drying quicker than the other. Okay. Let me hold her up and look at her. Wow. Yes, I am very happy with this look. So, my Peaches and Cream-esque American Girl doll that I did, this is basically her twin sister, but more elaborate eyelashes, but the lip color is pretty much about the same. So they're twins. Twinsies. So I call this my Peaches and Cream look because it gives the vinyl in person as a very fresh face look. I just haven't decided what wig I'm going to put on her yet. Okay, that's brush cleaner. Yep, I've already signed the bottom of her foot. Alright, girl. Let me grab some cotton. That feels wet. Okay, this is dry. Okay. I'm using, now this blush is amazing for all of your dolls. It can be Barbie, American Girl. It's CoverGirl Cheekers. Classic Pink number 110. I use this one just for the dolls. Oh God, it lasts forever and a day. It'll last you years. Let's see, goes on pretty highly pigmented, but I apply it like here and here before I start blending. There we go. Don't worry, you're gonna get some cotton on her eyelashes, but it'll rub off. You want to get a little hint around on the nose. You know, to make it look cute, let it glow. Okay, a little up here on the forehead. Just a little on the chin. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's gonna be cute. Once she gets her hair on. Girl, we gotta get your hair on. I took mine off. I'm kidding, I'm not bald, I have hair. I just don't want to apply heat to it. I'm tired of coloring it and just ready to let it grow out. Okay, so now I'm doing body blushing. I know most of you are familiar with this. Which, I mean, we should be seeing stuff like this on the Collect American Girl dolls. Okay, looking, yep, her paint, the sealer is drying, set, that's perfect. Doesn't take long with acrylic paint. Okay, let's get these feet done and then the knee area. Oh my god, Debbie's Patch. She has peaches and cream doll dresses. I think they're $100 if she still has them, and you can buy them. Now, her store, she was able to get the fabric she needed. My store did not. So my fabric was completely different. Mine's not for sale. Period. So, she does it to, to make them and sell them or what have you, but I don't do that. This is just my fun hobby and what have you. So, all right. So I'm getting ready to set her up where I can show you how she looks up close. Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna send her there. Now you're gonna see my dolls in the background, but that's okay. There we go. We got her set up. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Okay, that's pretty loose. You know something? I'm just gonna take my phone down. There we go. Okay, girl. Do this and this. Okay, I need that to go down. Okay, sorry. And this to go up. All right, there we go. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna zoom out. Perfect. So there she is. Turn her facing the light. Okay, perfect. So there she is. Now the sealer is still setting. So now do you notice how subtle the shadowing is on her nose? It's realistic, but it's not overly done. So I'm going to come up now and show you at a different angle. So yeah, so when I did the shadowing with her nose, like I said, keep it very subtle to 1 to 2 shades and then in the nostril area, you want it to look natural like that look. So that is my paint work. Well, as of 2025. I may end up going into where I'm doing more shadowing to really give the enhanced look. So I do love how her nose looks. As you can see, her nostrils are more defined. Alright, so now it's time to figure out how to put what hair we're going to put on her. And here you see she has her manicure and her pedi high gloss. Oh my god, I'm going to enjoy taking this down with me. Okay, so now I'm going to set my phone back inside of the holder here. Okay. What is it doing? Dropping down or something? Okay. Alright. So now we're going to come back up like that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot the matte sealer on the lower lashes before that's dried. Okay, there's the matte sealer. Just a little bit under the eyes. There we go. Glad I caught that. Alright, I got the matte sealer on the lower eyelashes. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to let her stand like this. So that way the sealer on the lower lashes can dry. I'm going to dispose of this plate because I need another one. Come here, darling. Sit you over there. I have my peaches and cream over here because I washed her hair this evening. Well, tonight, basically, before I came live. I went ahead and washed her hair. So I do want to do a comparison with the two. Oh my God, I did. I had to wash product out of her hair so it could come out beautiful and silky. Oh my God, these two are definitely my favorites. So here she is, Miss Peaches and Cream. Okay, so I will push that down. Oh snap, oops, thank God I caught her on the table. All right, and lift this up like that. So this is the Peaches and Cream. She has her glossy looks. I need to touch up. I use the blanket. I hang it over the door and put it in front of my front door because I don't have a living room. I turned it into my studio. Okay, there we go. A little bit on the nose. Okay. Let me come underneath here. Perfect. All right, so we did wash our hair tonight, and I can't see what I'm showing you. I'm having to look at my computer camera, and this is so not focusing well. Okay, move her over here. The other doll. Okay. What is wrong with my focusing? I probably need to charge my phone. Right, let me see. I'm gonna take my phone down and stand her up. Give me a moment. Okay. Turn that around. Nope, not me. Okay. Oh my God, it's upside down. Okay, there she is. So, there's this one. My original. And again, she has ultra long hair, ultra silky. It is still damp. And of course, I added a flower. I couldn't find the ribbon to match it perfectly. So this is my first one like that. Now, so we can see the differences. I did not do the eyelashes quite as dramatic. Okay, so now I'll remove her and we will set her up over here near my paints. All right, and then this is kind of like her twin, but more glam. Okay, so personally, I love them both, but I must say I'm thinking this one's my favorite. I'm liking the eyebrows on this version more, even though they were hell on wheels to get done. And I did so look at the nose. Yeah, the contouring. So her nose, and then her nose. Now you see the difference? Both of these dolls have the same face. So if you look at how her nose is done, this doll has no shadowing and this one does. See? You want to keep it cute where it looks natural and subtle. Alright, so let's put some hair on her. Mm, make sure that is stuck in and come. Okay, I gotta twist it down, down, come like that. Alright. Okay, the lower part of the sealer is now done. Alright, so let me grab some hair for her. Alright, do this up like this, that like that. Okay, that works. Okay, cool. Alright, darling, sit you over here. And let's grab a few wigs here. No, I don't want to use that one. I think I might end up using that one on my pencil, but then I got the platinum. Okay, I have 4 wigs to choose from. And all of my doll wigs are from Dallas Dog Ho. Okay, so here as you can see, these are what we have. This one is Paris Platinum. This one's one of my favorites. I don't think I'm putting this one on her. This is the new one that come in, but I'm debating if I want to put this on Rapunzel. I did kind of want to put it on this doll. Oh no, these are similar, but they're not the same color. Oh my gosh. I don't know, this might work better on Rapunzel. I don't know yet, so we're going to play with that and see. This one is just all blondes, and I don't want to use that. So I'm thinking these two because you have 2 different colors blended. Okay, so with her eyebrows, I was looking at this. I thought this would work. Because with Rapunzel, she really needs really long hair. Let me see. Are these the same length? Yeah, I think they are. I love this style. They are the same length. Okay, so we're going to go with this one first. This one is the lighter wig. Okay. I'm not worried. Her paint work is pretty much set in stone, basically. Okay, where is the back of the wig? Set up like that. Okay, this has a slight little part. Okay. Oh, look at that. It goes around the ear. I'm trying to decide, but do I like this wig on her? Okay, so there's the line. I have to make sure I come up to here. So that's, oh my God. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. Oh my God. She is perfect to be called Barbie. Oh, I did it again. Oh my goodness. I feel like, what's the name from? DeVille. Y'all know the movie DeVille. Oh, fabulous, darling. Okay, I am very proud of my work. Oh my God. I'm very proud of my work. I really am. I amaze myself. Let's just put it that way. So, now we're going to bring it down. And we're going to bring it here. Oh my gosh, my stand can do that. There she is like this. Oh my God, I don't think I want to take this wig off. I feel like this is it. The platinum blonde with the caramel pieces, the light caramel. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's natural. It's giving Barbie without overdoing it. What do y'all think? Okay, so we're going to turn her around so you can see all the beautiful colors. Oh, I love the colors. These look immaculate. Look at that. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. Dallas Alco, sweetheart, you really, I love your wigs. They're thick, they're beautiful, they're meant for play. I've already tried this. I don't even need, I feel like I don't need to try the other one on. I feel like this one really works with her. And it also has a scalp. Okay, I think this is the wig. I don't even need to go any further. I really do not need to go any further whatsoever. I'm very, very happy with this color. Oh my gosh, look at these two colors, these two tones. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Fabulous. Okay, it looks grainy on my computer. So I don't know how it looks for y'all, but I tell you what, I will take my camera out and I will. There. Okay, not trying to look at me. I'm just not in a camera mood. I did all my camera mood tonight. Okay, there we go. There she is. Look at the hair. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely living for the two-tone. It goes great with her skin tone. Okay, we're gonna push that back. There we go. Awesome. All right, she is finished. I need to glue her wig on. So my paintwork is complete. I do like the matte lip finish on her lips, so I do like it, that color like that without the shine. She came out quite exquisite. Okay, she's done. She is finished. I'm leaving her like this. This wig is not coming off her. Even though this one is my newest style wig, it has a little more brown, but I'm liking this. I need more Nikis. Okay, American Girl, I need 2 more Nikis. Really, I need 2 more. Oh, well, hello, Miss Poopsie. All right, so thank you all for joining. Thank you all for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this over 2 hour makeover on how I do and paint American Girl dolls to give them a new life, a new look, and to keep it cute and glamorous. This is just my particular style. I think it's just more of an enhancement of what I've always done. So, thank you all for watching. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that top of that wig. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, that's what I love about her wigs. All right, this girl is. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Right, Dixie? We are good. I'm loving this. Okay, fabulous. All right, thank you, everyone. I hope you have a good night. Until next time, here at Selena's Elegant Dolls. Please hit the bell and subscribe if you like watching what I do as an artist and doll artist and designer.